What's going on, guys, in the works, and I'm coming at you with another close quarters DLC weapon today, and this is one a lot of you guys had requested seeing, and that is the L86. And I actually got this gameplay on accident while grinding for the LSAT, and once I finally did get the LSAT, I was a little bit disappointed because needless to say, it's one of the worst weapons I've ever used in this game. So if you were looking forward to that, I don't mean to burst your bubble. I mean, it still could be good in the right hands, but for the most part it's not really that usable. However, its counterpart, the L86, this thing is awesome. I guess we should call it the L86A2, not to offend any gun nuts out there. So yes, this is a very solid LMG. In fact, what you're seeing right here is going to be my longest kill streak to date in Battlefield 3. I think I get 22 people in a row. My previous high was 21. So needless to say, I am a fan of this gun. It definitely has a place in this game because it is more mobile than any of the other LMGs in the game now. Seeing that they really nerfed the MG36, we didn't really have a good alternative to it, to be honest. Like, I mean, we had the RPK, but it had the glitched extended mags, and now that they fixed that, we're back looking at, you know, what is a good non-belt fed LMG, because the belt fed LMGs tend to have a ton of recoil. After that spring patch, they really gave the aim fire on them a huge nerf. So I like an LMG that can be aggressive with. I mean, the M27 typically would fill that void, but with suppression, I found the M27 just doesn't work well. Well, the L86 does really well under suppression. It has almost no recoil, especially if you bipod it down. This bipod on this thing is, look at this. It's just like it's not even moving. So bipod, just imagine if this had a flash suppressor on it, then we'd really be talking about no movement. So there's a lot of choices you can have with this. In fact, I would suggest once you grind it out to get the heavy barrel, unfortunately you have to get 350 kills to finally unlock the heavy barrel on this, and needless to say, that's quite the grind. Now, unlocking this right here isn't really that hard. You only need, I think, 20 squad revives squad resupplies, and then you also need like 30 LMG kills. So it's not really that hard to get. It's pretty simple. I mean, the counterpart, the LSAT, takes a little bit more grinding because you need C4 kills and knife kills. So it's not really worth the grind when you can just unlock this, and I would say this is 10 times better than the LSAT ever thought about being. But like I said, the recoil is so low on this. That's where you're going to excel. Now, it's not really much different than the L86 or L85 because, you know, it just does have that extra magazine. So I do really enjoy using this. It's probably my favorite LMG out of both DLCs thus far. I wasn't really a huge fan of the QBB, I think it is, and I wasn't a fan of, what was the other LMG that came with that? I don't even remember. But anyways, just wasn't a fan of either of those LMGs, to be honest. I just not really an LMG guy, and you don't see me use the belt feds a lot. The only ones you ever see me toy around with are the M27, which is a magazine fed, or maybe the RPK. But you can see here just an example of how good the hipfire is on this thing. I mean, it's amazing. Considering it does get that hipfire bonus for being a bullpup weapon, it's going to handle a lot better when running around than most LMGs would. And it'll really put the M27 to shame, to be honest. I mean, I think if you compared the two, since they are pretty similar, you would really find out how good the L86 really is. So you can see here, I'm going on a tear. I'm taking out entire squads, and I was really pumped up. Look at that hipfire, man. This thing is good. And granted, that guy was pretty bad, but when you catch somebody in the reload like that, I mean, you're going to be at an advantage. So I could see this being something that people run around with extended mags, you know, maybe a laser sight, and just, you know, playing really aggressive with it. It's bringing kind of that aggressive LMG roll back that we kind of lack now. I feel like it kind of disappeared with the spring patch. You know, they increased suppression, they increased aim fire, and now they're giving us a bone here. They're saying, hey, if you want to play aggressive with the support kit, here's your chance. You know, use the L86, and I have a feeling that a lot of people will use the L86. But like I said, some of the attachments take a really long time to get to, like the extended mags. It takes 300 kills for that and 350 for the heavy barrel. So you will have to grind a little bit to get this in the fullest, you know, its full potential. But even just with a holographic or even a reflex sight, this thing does really well. So try it out. I promise you guys, you will not be disappointed with this one. This and the Scar L are my two favorites out of everything I've played with. I would say that if I was going to pick a go-to LMG now, this is definitely a top contender because I really enjoy using it. But hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.